Have you tried traditional network marketing or multi-level marketing or affiliate marketing in the past and have not been successful with it? Well, a lot of people have. The average person actually gets into a network marketing industry, multi-level marketing type business, and lasts for like 2.7 months. And that's a statistic that it's not a good statistic. A lot of people get into it thinking it's going to solve a lot of problems. Well, it will if you work hard at it. The problem with that is a lot of these network marketing companies will tell you you only got to commit like an hour a day. Work part time and you can build your dreams and replace your income. Well, that is true to a certain extent. I started in the network marketing industry back in the 80s, back in 1985 to be exact. So that's been quite a long time ago. And I was taught to go out and share the plan and just show it to and get six people involved, and then have them six get four involved, and have those four get two involved each. And then once you do that, you hit the first rank promotion, and then you start making some decent money. That's not a whole lot, but it's decent money. And actually, back in the 80s, it was probably equal to what you were making on a monthly basis on your regular job, which was pretty good. But sometimes it took. I know I have several friends that actually made it to that first promotion, which is called direct. But it took one guy, took him like 4 years to do so, and he spent an awful lot of money. He spent more money than he made to make that level. And was it worth it? Well, absolutely, it was for him because he never gave up. He was persistent in what he was wanting to do. He was hungry. He wanted it, so he just kept pushing towards it. And he had a lot of sleepless nights because he would get in his car after work and drive 4 hours one way to show the plan to a group of people. And then he would drive 4 hours one way back after spending 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours showing the plan and talking with the people that he was meeting. And then, his wife would go with him, and she would drive on the way home so that way he could sleep, because basically he got home, took a shower, and went back to work the next day. And so he built a thriving business, but he sacrificed an awful lot. Well, network marketing industry has changed quite a bit. Um, there's a new way of doing things, and it's called the membership-based model. And Live Good well, for the network marketing industry, Live Good actually set the pace. The membership model has been around for a long time. Just to give you an example, Costco is a membership club, and it's a membership where you pay a monthly membership fee to be able to go into Costco to buy things at a discount, and you can buy things in bulk. So if you need to buy something to last you for 2 or 3 months. Same with Sam's Club. Costco started in the 70s, Sam's Club started in the 80s. Amazon come along in the 90s. Now, going back to Costco, they have 136 million members in the United States. Sam's Club has 117 or so million members. And then Amazon come along. Now they've got in the 90s, but they've got 220 million members. But there's almost nothing that you can't buy on Amazon. There's more that you can buy on Amazon than you can at Costco or Sam's Club. And you can get it at a discount, have it delivered directly to your door. And that's a good thing. But why do people pay a membership to do that? They do that because they get great value in what it is that they're buying. So they'll pay a little bit extra per month. If you use like Amazon, for example, my wife uses it. We've got 5 kids, 8 grandkids, and a great granddaughter. And there's a lot of birthdays, and Christmas time rolls around, and just different holidays and different occasions. Now we're into graduations, with the grandkids, and so my wife uses the Amazon to send gifts to our grandkids across the country. And it's a great thing, and we save a little bit of money doing so. So we don't mind paying a little bit, paying a little bit of a membership fee to be able to save some money and have it delivered directly to their door. So that's not a bad thing. But then Live Good comes along in 2020 and kind of disrupts the network marketing industry. And with Live Good, it's a product-driven company, so they have health and wellness products, and they got some of the best health and wellness products on the planet. And they are doing this worldwide. They're in over 150 countries, something like that. And I know this because I started out with Live Good. I started the network marketing industry, like I said, back in the 80s. I spent more money than I ever made with that company. And I tried it 2 or 3 times. And then I found another company back in the early 2000s. Well, I actually had joined a couple of other companies, between the 80s and the early 2000s. And just, they never really panned out because you had to work so hard and you had to sacrifice so much. And I just didn't have the time because I was already working 2 jobs and I was trying to get rid of the second job. And in the early 2000s, I found another company that actually, I was having some health issues, and so I started using the product, and I started getting results. Well, I didn't try to sponsor people. I bought into it as an affiliate, just so I could get it at a discounted price, because it was already pretty pricey. And so I was able to buy it at wholesale. And I thought, well, if somebody asked me about it, and I tell them and they join, then maybe I'll make a little bit of money. Well, guess what? That was the first company I actually became successful with. And I didn't go out and promote it and try to do everything that I was doing with the previous companies that I had started working with. And I didn't spend any money except for the money I was spending on my product. I didn't advertise. I didn't go out and try to talk to people and say, hey, you got to try this out. New product just hit the market. I didn't do all that. What I did do was I used the product. I got results. People started asking me, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, they asked me, did I change doctors? Did I, change medications, or what medications I'm on? And I said, no, I'm not taking medications. This is what I'm doing. And they wanted to know more. So I shared my website with them, and next thing you know, with that business, within 6 months, I had over 1,000 people in 21 different countries around the world. That was in my downline. Well, now guess what? I am making as much, if not more, than I'm making on a monthly basis with my regular job. Actually, I had 2 jobs. One of the jobs, because I was making so much, I gave my part-time job up, so that way I'd have a little bit more time to spend with my family, which was a good thing. And but anyway, the problem with network marketing companies is whenever one comes up and it starts taking off, other companies will see what's going on, and then they will try to mimic their success, and they'll come up with a product and they'll call it a different name, and they'll say, ours is so much better than this. Our company is so much better. Our product is so much better. Because we've done this, we've done the research, that yada, yada, yada. Well, next thing you know, the people that are in your downline with your product, and they're hearing about this other product that's supposed to be better, and it's basically the same, they're jumping ship. And they're like, well, let me try that, because now they're offering, this product, and it's going to cost me $5 less, for this product, or, whatever. So people start jumping ship. Well, next thing you know, my business started dwindling when another company popped up, and they had some heavy hitters from other companies to come in and really promote it. And then they had celebrities to come in and promote it. And the celebrity thing, will drive a lot of business to that business. They'll bring a lot of people to that business. So, but that's what happens in traditional network marketing. And also with traditional network marketing, if you start building an organization, you have to sponsor, so many people, like I mentioned earlier. You had to sponsor six that found four that found two. Well, I mean, if you do the math, that's your entire downline, right? With a matrix marketing system, affiliate marketing system, which is what we have here uh, with Save Club. Now, Save Club is kind of mimicking actually Live Good, and we have rented their platform as far as their back office and the way that they're doing things. The two founders, the founder of Live Good and the founder of Save Club, are good friends, and they have both been very, very successful in network marketing over the past 20 to 30 years. They're both, multi millionaires. In fact, possibly even billionaires. They both actually got out of the network marketing industry because they felt like it was kind of broken. So Ben Galinsky started Live Good in 2022, and shortly afterwards, I joined Live Good. And he said the traditional network marketing system industry is broken, and he wanted to fix it. Now, he still had a product driven company, but like I was mentioning earlier, his product, his health and wellness products, he knows what it costs to make those because he was in that business, that industry. And he knows that you don't have to mark it up. He thought that, let's just try something a little bit untraditional. Let's take a product that we know how much it takes to produce this product. And he's like, for example, if a company is selling a product for $90, it literally only costs them about maybe 11 to produce. And they're selling it for 90. So there's a huge, huge markup. And that way the top 5% of the company, the people that are in the top positions, they're making all the money. And they're spreading it out, to some others that come in. But there's so much that you got to do to qualify. You have to spend so much. You have to be on auto ship. You have to buy so much in order to qualify for the pay plan. And then you got binary pay plans. I know I'm jumping all over the place here, but I'm trying to help you out here. Then you got binary pay plans with some companies where you got two legs. Sounds really good, but what happens is you got one power leg where you've got, the top 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 people above you building that one leg, and then now it's up to you to build the other leg in order to get paid. And you only get paid based off of what's in your other leg, the one you're building. So it's like a matching type thing. And that sounds good, but the problem with that is you are the one trying to build that one leg while you got 7 or 8 heavy hitters up above you pouring people down that left leg, that power leg. And you just can't keep up. Just to give you an example, I was with a company where it was a binary, and I had 90,000 points in my power leg, and I had 2,000 points in my leg. And with that, I was only getting paid on 2,000 points worth of volume. So it wasn't really a whole lot, and I had all that volume, and it was just growing and growing and growing. And I'm like on the power leg, and I'm like, I can't keep up with it, so I'm not making that much money. I got all that money just waiting for me, but I gotta produce as many people as they're producing. 7 or 8 top heavy hitters are producing. So is a binary worth it? Well, it is if you're a heavy hitter. So with Live Good, it's a matrix. It's a 2x15 forced matrix, and you sign up 2 people, and they go on your first level. You sign up 100 people, well, there's only 2 on your first level. Now you're forced, with it being a forced matrix, you're forced to put those down below the 2 people you first signed up, which means that you're creating spillover. And everybody that goes in your matrix, no matter who puts them there, you get paid on. Now, the membership fee is not that much, so the pay is not that much, and the matrix is not what really excited me. It was the matching bonuses. So whenever you bring people on board, you match their matrix. You know, when they start building their matrix, now you're matching, you know, whatever's in their matrix. Okay. Because I make more with Live Good off of matching bonuses than I do in my own matrix. And 2 years ago, I started that. I signed up 7 people, and with those 7, 3 of those took me to my first promotion. Two of those actually took me to my second promotion, and I got complacent and I stopped. And I thought, well, this is starting to build, so let me concentrate on my business, because I had another business that I ran. And so over the 2 years, there's 31,000 people in my matrix. And, you know, without making any income disclaimers, I can't do so. I'm not going to tell you how much money I make, but see a smile on my face. I am happy with my results. I wish I had worked at it a little bit harder and just kind of tried to build it a little bit more. And, you know, I would have more people in my matrix, and I would get more matching bonuses. My matching bonus is probably 3.5, 4 times what my matrix pay is. And I have over 31,000 people down in my matrix. With Save Club, which is the company I'm with now, they just started in May. And I mentioned earlier that Charles Moy and Ben Galinsky are friends, and they got together and he decided to do the Save Club. Well, there's no product with Save Club. It's a wholesale type company where you buy anything and everything. There's already over 1 million retailers around the world in 150 countries, because we don't have a product to ship to a country. We just share this with somebody in China or in India or in Spain or Africa or Europe, any place where you know somebody in another country, South Korea, you know, Philippines, you name it. There's 150 different countries. So you just share this opportunity with them, show them how they can put, you know, or keep $300 to $500 per month in their bank account on a monthly basis, and people will come to it. I personally, in my first month in May, I have saved over $550. I've kept that in my bank account on things that I was going to buy anyway, and I'm excited about that. Now, the membership cost to be an affiliate with our program, it's $79.97 for the very first month. $60 of that is for an entire year. You don't have to pay anything. You pay once a year. It's $60 once a year, and that gives you your website, gives you all the training you need, the videos, the ad banners, the websites that you need, the landing pages. We even have AI bots that will do your follow-up for you. So when you drive people to a landing page, to one of your landing pages, the AI bot will take over and actually enroll the people for you. It's amazing. You don't really have to do any follow-up. So if you're afraid to go out and try to tell somebody about a business, or you're afraid that you have to have some type of sales ability, well, there is no sales ability. All you got to do is share the results that you get. Like, I've already sponsored several people, and I've already gotten all my money back. Now, $19.97 per month is the membership fee. Basically, how I've gotten my money back is I just shared my results. I was at lunch with a friend of mine one day, and I was just sharing with him that I just saved $550 through this new program. He says, "What new program?" So that was the opener right there. So I just showed it. I just gave him my website, and I said, "This program right here, just watch that 6-minute video by the founder, and if you want to join, you can." I said, "You can either be just a member, or you can be an affiliate and a member." I said, "If you're just a member, you're just going to save money every month, and that's about it." I said, "But if you become an affiliate for one-time $60 fee for the year, then whenever you start sharing your results with people and they start asking you, you send them to your website, and then when they sign up, then you're going to make money off of them month after month after month." And it's a force matrix, just like Live Good, except for with Save Club, it's a 2x16 force matrix, which makes it even a little bit more interesting. So, but anyway, with all that being said, I just wanted to share that information with you, and I want to let you know that there's a video or a link down below this video that you can click on to go ahead and join today. And also, if you would please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. My contact information will also be down below this video, where if you have any questions, you can shoot me an email, and I will be happy to answer any questions that you have. And for those of you that already have been sending me some emails with questions, thank you very much. And I hope the answers that I responded back with are what you were looking for. So anyway, my name is Mike Register, and I thank you for watching this video. And I'm sorry it was so long-winded. I don't mean to make to make long-winded videos like this, but thank you for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day.